Oh, so we've got Trip over here on my lap, and I got some more of Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. Santa and the Reindeer. Let's see, there we go. This is the hour, said Santa Claus. The bells ring merrily. And then on his back he slung his pack, and into his sleigh climbed he. On Dancer, on Prancer, on Donner and Blitzen, on Comet and Cupid, cried he, and all the reindeers leapt but one, and that one stood silently. He had pulled a sleigh for 1,000 years, and never a word spoke he. Now he stood in the snow, and he whispered low, "Oh, what do you have for me?" "I have games and toys for girls and boys," said Santa cheerily. The reindeer stood as if made of wood, "But what do you have for me?" "The socks are hung and the bells are rung," cried Santa desperately. The reindeer winked at a falling star, "But what do you have for me?" Then Santa reached into his beard, and he found a tiny flea, and he put it into the reindeer's ear, and the reindeer said, "For me? Oh, gee." And into the blue away they flew with the flea. And the moral of this Yuletide tale, you know as well as me. The Toucan. Tell me who can catch a toucan. Lou can. Just how few can ride the toucan? Toucan. What kind of goo can stick to the toucan? Glue can. Who can write some more about the toucan? You can. The planet of Mars. On the planet of Mars, they have clothing just like ours, and they have the same shoes and the same laces, and they have the same charms and the same graces. And they have the same heads and the same faces, but not in the very same places. Oh, he's got his head on his butt. There we go. Love. Ricky was L, but he was home with the flu. Lizzie R.O. had some homework to do. Mitchell E. probably got lost on the way, so I'm all the love that could make it today. The dirtiest man in the world. Oh, I am Dirty Dan, the world's dirtiest man. I never have taken a shower. I can't see my shirt, it's so covered with dirt, and my ears have enough to grow flowers. But the water is either a little too hot, or else it's a little too cold. I'm musty and dusty and patchy and scratchy and mangy and covered with mold. But the water is always a little too hot, or else it's a little too cold. I live in a pen with 5 hogs and a hen, and 3 squizzly lizards who creep in. 3 squizzly lizards who creep in my bed, and they itch as I squirm and I twitch in the curdy old sheets that I sleep in. If you look down my throat with a flashlight, you'll note that my insides are coated with rust, and I creak when I walk, and I squeak when I talk, and each time I sneeze, I blow dust. The thought of a towel and some soap makes me howl, and when people have something to tell me, they don't come and tell it, they stand back and yell it. I think they're afraid they might smell me. The bedbugs that leap on me sing me to sleep, and the garbage flies buzz me awake. They're the best friends I've found, and I fear they might drown, so I never go near a lake. Each evening at 9, I sit down to dine with the termites who live in my chair, And I joke with the bats who have intimate chats with the cooties who crawl through my hair. I'd brighten my life if I'd found a wife, but I fear that will never be until I can find a girl gentle and kind, with a beautiful face and a sensitive mind, who sparkles and twinkles and glistens and shines, and who's almost as dirty as me. Zemo. Cece with you? Yes, she is. Point of view. Thanksgiving dinner's sad and thankless, Christmas dinner's dark and blue, when you stop and try to see it from the turkey's point of view. Sunday's dinner isn't sunny, Easter's feast are just bad luck, when you see it from the viewpoint of a chicken or a duck. Oh, how I once loved tuna salad, pork and lobsters and lamb chops too, till I stopped and looked at dinner from the dinner's point of view. Magical eraser. She wouldn't believe this pencil has a magical eraser. She said I was a silly moo. She said I was a liar too. She dared me prove it that it was true, and so what could I do? I erased her. Oh my. Spaghetti. Spaghetti, spaghetti all over the place, up to my elbows, up to my face, over the carpet and under the chairs, into the hammock and wound around the stairs, filling the bathtub and covering the desk, making the sofa a mad, mushy mess. The party is ruined, I'm terribly worried. The guests have all left, unless they're all buried. I told them bring presents, I said throw confetti. I guess they heard wrong, 'cause they all threw spaghetti. Helping. Agatha Fry, she made a pie, and Christopher John helped bake it. Christopher John, he mowed the lawn, and Agatha Fry helped rake it. Zachary Zug took out the rug, and Jennifer Joy helped shake it. And Jennifer Joy, she made a toy, and Zachary Zug helped break it. That's not help. And some kind of help is the kind of help that helping's all about. And some kind of help is the kind of help we can all do without. If I had a brontosaurus, I would name him Horace or Morris. But if suddenly one day he had a lot of little brontosauri, I would change his name to Lori. Benjamin Bunn. Poor Benjamin Bunn from Washington. His buttons will not come undone. He hasn't changed his clothes since last July. And why? 'Cause no one can unbutton him, no matter how they try, poor guy. And all that he can take off are his socks and his shoes and his tie. And all that he can do is sit and bite his tongue and cry. He cannot take a bath, so just lets the water run, and he can't go to the toilet, and he can't get any sun. And life isn't any fun for Benjamin Bunn from Wilmington, whose buttons will not come undone. Wilmington, not Washington. Oh, well. The battle. Would you like to hear of the terrible night when I bravely fought? No? All right. Minnow Minnie. May I ask you if you've noticed, may I ask you if you've seen my Minnow Minnie who was swimming in your Ovaltine? For you've done and drunk it up, dear, and she isn't in the cup, dear, and she's nowhere to be found, dear. Do you think she has drowned, dear? Minnow Minnie. The razor-tailed wren. The razor-tailed wren, he'll pretend he's your friend as he cuts all the grass on your lawn. but do not leave anything sticking out, or switchly it will be gone. Let's see what this says. It's on the neck of a giraffe, so I don't know. Please do not make fun of me, and please don't laugh. It isn't easy to write a poem on the neck of a running giraffe. Well, I don't think it would be easy. The Bloth. In the undergrowth there dwells a Bloth who feeds upon poets and tea. Luckily, I know this about him, while he knows almost nothing of me. The Yippee-Yuck. In the swamplands long ago, where the weeds and the mud glumps go, a Yippee-Yuck bit on my toe. Exactly why, I do not know. I kicked and cried and hollered, oh, and the Yippee-Yuck would not let go. I whispered to him soft and low. The Yippee-Yuck would not let go. I shouted stop, desist, and woe, and the Yippee-Yuck would not let go. Yes, that was 16 years ago, and the Yippee-Yuck still won't let go. The snow may fall, the winds may blow, the Yippee-Yuck will not let go. The snow may melt, the grass may grow, the Yippee-Yuck will not let go. I drag 'em round each place I go, this Yippee-Yuck that won't let go. And now, my child, at last you know exactly why I walk slow. Walk so slow. What's in the sack? What's in the sack? What's in the sack? What's in the sack? Is it some mushrooms or is it the moon? Is it love letters or downy goose feathers or maybe the world's most enormous balloon? What's in the sack? That's all they ask me. Could it be popcorn or marbles or books? Is it 2 years' worth of your dirty laundry or the biggest old meatball that's ever been cooked? Does anyone ask me, hey, when is your birthday? Can you play Monopoly? Do you like beans? What is the capital of Yugoslavia? Or who embroidered that rose on your jeans? No. What's in the sack? That's all they care about. Is it rocks or a rolled up giraffe? Is it pickles or nickels or busted bicycles? And if we guess it, will you give us half? Do they ask where I've been or how long I'll be staying or where I'll be going or when I'll be back or how do or what's new or hey, why are you blue? No. All they keep asking is, what's in the sack? What's in the sack? I'm blowing my stack at the next one who asks me, what's in the sack? What? Oh no, not you too. Barbara's eyes are blue as azure. She is in love with Freddie. Karen's sweet, but Harry has her. Gentle Jane is going steady. Carol hates me, so does May. Abigail will not be mine. Nancy lives too far away. Won't you be my Valentine? Alice. She drank from a bottle called Drink Me, and up she grew so tall. She ate from the plate called Taste Me, and down she shrank so small. And so she changed while other folks never tried nothing at all. I've never washed my shadow out in all the time I've had it. It was absolutely filthy, I suppose, so today I peeled it off the wall where it was leaning and stuck it in the wash tub with the clothes. I put in the soap and the bleach and stuff, and I let it soak for hours. I wrung it out and hung it out to dry, and whoever would have thunk that it would have gone and shrunk, for now it's so much littler than I. So we're going to call that a night. You guys have a good night. There's still more to go. I love you guys.